All right, is this thing working here? This is Bernie Sanders, and I approve this message. These record cold temperatures are from the global warming, from the 1%. And if you are not aware of who I am Bernie Sanders, moronic senator from Vermont. Let's go over some information here about the temperatures. Look how cold it is all around these places. This story here out of CBS Denver, they are breaking all kinds of records for low temperatures. Obviously, the 1% is taking the warmth from other parts of the place and putting it over where the rich live. Let's look at this story here from UPI.com. More freezing temps coming across U.S. in unusually cold March. Now, we got an oily winter this year in the East Coast. I know that for sure because I have 3 expensive houses there. Apparently, it's still cold in March of 2019. Looks like we had a late spring last year. We had an oily winter this year. And now we are going to have a late spring once again. All so the 1% can enjoy their expensive skiing vacations in Aspen. Here is another story from U.S. Patriot Organization, the Washington Post. You see, because democracy dies in darkness without people like me, Senator Bernie Sanders, to expose the truth about how hot the planet is. Historically cold March temperatures are freezing a large part of the lower 48. You see how hot that is there? It's so hot that people are literally freezing to death. And the 1% couldn't care less. They would like there to be 50 different choices of pairs of shoes instead of only 18 types of sneakers. If we look at polarportal.dk, now we know that Denmark has an optimal environment because we don't want communism in the US. We want socialism like in places like Sweden and Denmark, where they tax people 60 to 70%. In any case, look at what's going on up here in the Arctic. Look how frozen it is. Obviously, if it's cold enough to make this much ice, apparently the planet must be really hot. Otherwise, if it wasn't so hot, how would we form so much ice? We got to reduce carbon emissions to nothing, to the point where all carbon is taxed by the government. Then we can all grow plants on government indoor plantations. Check this out. Global Cryosphere Watch. Here's more proof of how hot the planet is. Historic snow volume in the northern hemisphere. Let's go to windy.com. Let's go full screen here to give you people the best situation. Look at the temperatures, how cold they are all over here and up here. Look how cold Greenland is. It looks very cold there, which means obviously the planet is hot. There is nothing more corroborative of hot temperatures than cold temperatures. You look at these cold temperatures over here and all up in here, and you know that it's the 1%'s fault. Let's look at some more places here. If we can get this thing to work. Look at this GFS model. We've got temperatures 20 degrees below zero, all the way from Canada down into the Gulf of Mexico. More proof of how hot the planet is. Thanks to Tropical Tidbits for spreading the truth about how man's carbon dioxide emissions are destroying the planet through all of this heat. It's just terrible. Also, we got global crop losses. It's so hot that hailstorms are falling and ice is freezing things right in their tracks. So all kinds of crop losses caused by late springs and early winters. What's the solution? In only 6 short years, we can vote for Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez for President of the United States. Again, this is Bernie Sanders, and I approve this message.